Alright, so tonight I'm going to weld that patch onto here using gas welding. There's the TR6, there's the MIG welder, but I like gas welding based on some advice from Dave Gardner. He's got some awesome videos at Metal Shaping Zone. MIG welding, he says, and I found just in my practice, I'm a novice, but you can't finish the weld as well. So if you gas weld it, you can try it with using as little filler rod as possible, and it's just, metal to metal, and you can hammer it and make it all nice and smooth. I mean, this panel's all beat to crap, but what are you gonna do? So there's my rig. Got my new flash back suppressors. Got my welding blankets so I don't catch my house on fire. Got my welding jacket on. When I was a kid, my dad's a carpenter, and I remember he set our house on fire stripping paint on the outside, so I've always been kind of, not paranoid, but careful. So I got the chill music for gas welding because it's slow, and I'll be sanding this edge off of the paint. It smells like crap, and there's undercoating on the back side, which TR6 has a lot of. It's got that Z-bar undercoating, so I'll have to be stripping all that off. There's some rust back here that I'm going to have to get rid of, and that's why we're training on the $5 Honda fenders. My tools, I'll be hammering out the weld after I tack it and do some tacks and do the sheet metal welding. This is 20 gauge. Alright, so sanded off the undercoating on the back and the paint on the outside. Using my drill with the 36 grit pad. I started with a DA sander, but it was loud as shit, and the wife and kids are asleep, so I didn't need to be even more in the doghouse. So that's what I did. So we will weld next. Alright, so I'm going to start welding. I won't go into all the details of how to weld and stuff. A lot of guys have done that. I guess I'll just kind of talk as I'm going through it. Like I said, I'm a beginner, but I try and be as safe as I can. Freddy TK421 is another good source on weldingtipsandtricks.com, and they both have YouTube channels. So I got my regulator set to like 7 and 7. I'm using a Victor. Turn that down low. I'm using a Victor 000 for 20 gauge. It's a little small, but it lets me go slower because I'm a beginner. So I'm going to turn that up until the smoke disappears. Turn up my oxygen. I'm using number 5 welding shades. There we go. No idea if this is going to show up on the video. I've never done a welding video. I'm dialing down the oxygen until I get a nice cone on top of the cone. Neutral flame. There you go. Here's my patch. I got it marked up in a couple spots. Now, Dave Gardner, the British guy, recommends don't even hold it. Just tack it at one end and then work as you go. I'm going to heat it. Trick is to get a line. I got my lines here. Watch me fudge it all up on my first video. I think I'm the shit. So I'll tack. Just going to go every inch. Just a tack.
The metal starts to pull out of shape, so I just wait. Hopefully my head's not in the way. The stink of the undercoating that I didn't get off the back. There's another one. There's some paint right there. How is that? It's tough. Trick I like is I would always burn through, because I would just jump on the tack. And most of my burn throughs are a result of the tacks. I just do like a decreasing spiral and work my way in like a preheat. There's the tack. I'm going to turn the camera off, just finish this up. Oh, the other thing I forgot was, some guys use compressed air. Some of the other guys recommended a damp rag, so I'm using that to cool it off. Now, this part's tricky because I gotta make it touch. Once it's spread apart, gas adds a lot more heat than MIG from what I found. And that tack did not hold. Tack does not want to cooperate. Probably gonna have to add filler to that. And that's where you fuck it up. Alright, well. Part of the learning process. We're going to do this end. Alright, we're going to planish. So I goofed it up right here at the end. I'll try and bend it down in and planish it. Not my best, but of course I choked on video. So now, the trick will be to form that, which was what we'll do next. And the trick that I was told by Dave Gardner was, if you goof up the weld, kind of to here, I'll have to redo that. Actually grind it from the back side. You planish it, grind it, and then grind it from the back side, not the front side. And that keeps the front looking nice.